Welcome back. The Southland Marathon Centennial was a great success yesterday, and leading the race from the start was winner Matt Dravitsky from Wellington, and he posted a time of 2 hours 20 minutes and 45 seconds, just 10 minutes ahead of runner-up Dave Parsons. Dunedin's Shireen Crumpton took out the women's race but missed out on a qualifying time for the Commonwealth Games.
Well, Gabby, what are your memories of that record-setting attempt back in '93?
I think it was mainly the fact that it was the National Championships and it was a really special year to be able to win. More so than breaking the record, I think, was winning a national title and winning it down here in a race that I sort of had a passion for. This is the first race that invited me to compete as an elite athlete, so it was quite exciting for me. It was all kind of new and I was young and, yeah, just that whole newness of it all.
And you've been back since?
I came back in '94 and it was a 4-lapper, so it wasn't the traditional course, it didn't have that special spark. But yeah, 15 years later and I'm back for more for some reason.
And what's changed, do you think, in that time?
Not a lot really, it's still 42.2k. It's still a little cool, but just the crowds have changed. I think this year everyone knows it's really, really special for Invercargill, being the 100 years since it was first run, and the excitement, and people have come from all around New Zealand just because of that reason, you know, come all this way. It's a long way to come. It's a 2-hour flight, longest flight in New Zealand. So I think it's that whole history thing that's been important this year for this race. I was talking to some people yesterday and I said, have you just come because it's the 100th anniversary? And they said, yeah, that's the reason they're here.
Is it easier to perform as an athlete when you're running in a big crowd like this? Does it get your adrenaline going a bit more?
Oh, definitely. I think that there are going to be quite a few people that have targeted this race who are actually running it for a time rather than just coming here to compete. So hopefully there'll be a lot of people around us, and it certainly takes your focus off the pain that you might be going through in those final stages.
Is it a course conducive to good times? Because it is largely flat, isn't it?
It's largely flat, but it's got enough little rolls in it to stop you from getting bored, to stop you from using the same muscles over and over. So I think that's why it is such a fast course. And of course today's perfect. The temperature's fine, they've got a slight tailwind. It actually couldn't be much more perfect than this.
And what sort of time are you hoping to post today?
I'm really just hoping to break 2:50, so it's a long way off my record, but my heart's going to be out there with Shireen Crumpton. I'm really hoping that she doesn't only get my record. I'd love, if anyone breaks it, I'd love Shireen to break it. I also hope she gets that qualifying time for the Com Games. That would just make my day.
Keep on running. Keep on hurting. One fine day I'm gonna be the one to make you understand.
John, looks like your record is safe for another year.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased about that actually, although he was running pretty well at that point, but he's perfect conditions, absolute perfect conditions. We had we didn't have those conditions. In fact, I had a major headwind for the last 6K. There was a front came through, so I think my time was worth a heck of a lot more than 2:12:38. But no, there was some good young runners out there today, and they ran well in these ideal conditions. Yes.
He had no help today, went out on his own. What about in your day? Did you have any co-runners?
No, no one at all. I was like, he went out on his own pace and I went out on mine. I had to qualify for the games at that time, so I had to run around that 2:12. Fortunately, I did it.
You didn't come back and defend your title, John. We couldn't tempt you back again?
One day I might come back and go for a jog, but I'm in training now for Boston next year. I've been injured for a while with a heel spur, and looking forward to it. They've invited me back next year I hold the record there as well, and it's 20 years next year. And it's the oldest record that Boston's got on its books at the moment, so I'll go back. And I was there 5 years ago and I was running well, but I never finished the race because I had a bad foot problem. So I'm looking forward to next year. My foot's healed, and hopefully I can get back into it and even come back here. Hopefully, make it a quarter of a century.
It must be nice to look back on a career though, where your records still stand today in various venues.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. I mean, I was like Dick Taylor. We put in a lot of work, and I was at that stage best in the world, one of the top 20 marathon runners in the world, and the records still stand to prove it. So I'm pretty proud of that.